Want to start this show off with one of our Common Joes and Sally's in the Know, one of our big time supporters, Kenneth Qualls, and his father, Wayne Qualls, need the Outlaw Nations prayers right now, as Kenneth Qualls' father, Wayne, is in ICU. So let's put out some big, huge prayers for Wayne Qualls and Kenneth and their family, because this is the home of the Common Joe and Common Sally in the Know, even more so than all those media talking heads. Ah, yes, the one they call Tebow. That's right. I promise you, I've been trying, class. I've been trying to get away from the subject of Lincoln Riley and Tebow, but it just keeps popping up in my trending. And these USC fans just keep getting on here and making a nuisance out of themselves, and I just keep trying to educate them and be nice to them, because I don't want to break it down as to why Lincoln Riley is going to be a big old Dennis Franchione 2.0 bust. Let's talk about it. Going out there again today, boys and girls in sporting land. I'm JPC. I'm the OCF. That's the outlaw of college football. And yes, Tebow, the one they call the bitch out west in Oklahoma circles, keeps popping up in my trending section. Not only that, but like I said, these USC fans just keep losing their noodle and wetting their diapers quite profusely and keep saying, JPC, how can you keep saying over and over again that Oklahoma made out good and USC may be getting a bust, a lemon, so to speak? Well, there's numerous reasons why. And I was just going to give them my opinion and leave it at that, because I didn't want to break their spirit. Poor old USC spirit. But they just keep on. They just keep on needling and nagging and bitching and whining. So I'm going to get in here and I'm going to tell them exactly why I think Lincoln Riley may be a bust. I could be wrong. He might be a good coach. But the first reason why I think Tebow is going to be a bust is because, number one, USC's problem was not offense, okay? They had a pretty decent offense last year. USC's problem is defense, Trojan fan. Y'all give up 62 points to the powder puff blue university across the street in UCLA. Now, y'all's rival is unique in the fact that y'all not just cross-state rivals, y'all cross-town rivals. And y'all give up 62 points. I don't think Lincoln's going to be able to rectify that. Lincoln is an offensive-minded coach. Yeah, I know y'all brag about getting Caleb Williams and all these other players that seems like maybe Lincoln was doing a little undermining while he was at Oklahoma. We won't get into that. But y'all got Caleb Williams and that wide receiver, Mario Williams. Y'all got all that offense, just like when Lincoln Riley was here. But the problem's not the offense, it's the defense. Are y'all going to be able to fix the defense? If y'all give up 62 points a game, y'all probably going to lose 7 games again. Number two, and most importantly, is Lincoln has taken over a losing program this go around. The last time he took over a program, it was gifted to him. That's the big reason for me. This second reason is the biggest reason of all. Bob Stoops had already built a winner at Oklahoma. He took Oklahoma after the John Blake years, when it was some of the worst Oklahoma teams in history, and made them into a national champion within 2 years. Lincoln Riley took over a program that Bob Stoops had already built for him. Hand-wrapped, gifted, whatever you want to call it. They were already winning championships. They won a national championship, and then they won numerous. I haven't got it in front of me, but I'm sure it's close to double digits in conference championships. USC's not that. Lincoln's going to have to build this himself. This ain't going to be something that's just gifted to him and just handed down to him like a rich kid inheriting his rich daddy's business. This is something Lincoln's going to have to build from the ground up. And the problem is, like I said before, is they're lacking defensively. And Lincoln hasn't shown the propensity to build even an average defense. Now, granted, they looked a little bit better last couple of years under Alex Grinch, but still nowhere where they need to be in order for Oklahoma or USC or whoever he's coaching to win a national championship. Because to win a national championship, you don't have to have a shutdown defense anymore. That's true. But you do have to have a modicum of a defense. At least a defense that can hold somebody to less than 24 points a game. And Lincoln hasn't shown the ability to be able to do that, or the want to do that. From what I understood, I mean, he went out and recruited some great defensive players, but he just wasn't consistent with it. So that's two reasons. Now, the last reason for me is because, and this is just like something that's like a gut feeling you really can't predict, but the gut feeling from this, from what I gather, is the way he exited Oklahoma was somewhat shady. It's stuff that you really can't prove, but it's pretty much out there and to the fact and to the point where you know that something shady went down. He knew about this job probably in late September, early October. And the whole time he knew that he was more than likely going to take the job. And at the same time, while he was in Oklahoma, he was recruiting players to USC on the down low, from what I understand. Now, that's unproven. That's an unproven accusation on my part, but it's just a gut feeling that I get. And normally what happens with these kind of people, class, is when they get to another program that's decent, like sort of like Franchione did when he went from Alabama to Texas A&M, they get in a program and all that shady stuff and all that stuff that was gifted to them at a pretty nice traditional powerhouse type school is no longer there, and it falls back on their personality and falls back on their ability to actually do stuff the right way and to do it in such a way that it doesn't come across as shady. Can Lincoln bandage that up? I don't think he can, but we shall see. We shall see really, 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 really soon, because the season will be here before we know it. Now, I will say this. I think that Lincoln Riley will probably win about 7 or 8 games next year, maybe even 9. But after that is where you're going to get into the problems, where we see Lincoln, where he can, whether or not he can be varied in his recruiting and across the board. I just don't see it happening. And those are the 3 reasons why I think Lincoln will go flop, flop, fizz, fizz at USC. He will be the new Dennis Franchione 2.0. And with that, I'm going to get off of here. You guys and gals tell me what you think about this situation. Do you think that Lincoln is going to be all right at USC? Do you think I'm overreaching here? Or do you think that I'm spot on? You think Lincoln's got a lot of attributes that's going to probably hinder him in a program that he's going to have to build completely on his own? And with that, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And as always, KMCA to all the other teams.